Welcome to the Springfield Monarchs versus FC Wichita.
Your away team today is Joao Neves, Kaique Travolto, Eduardo Santos, Eduardo Rodriguez, Gustavo Diaz, Leonardo Menzen, Lance Bovenberg, Yushin Takada, Charles Sachero, Hideto Gondo, and Bren Zanova.
And now for your hosts tonight, the Springfield Monarchs. We have Jonathan Velasquez, John Eugenio, Yusuf Al-Shubasi, Javin Sutherland, Daryl Longden, Kristen Sandy, Nico Vega Varela, Justin Milovanov, Zane Brown, Ronan Hutchins, and Gary Griffith III.
I feel the master. I feel them. Y'all ready? They ready? Come on, come on. Y'all ready? They ready?
Hello and welcome everybody to Sacred Heart Griffin High School, home to tonight's USL 2 matchup out of the Heartland Division, featuring the FC Wichita side out of would be the bottom 3 teams in this division so far, and on the flip side it'll be the host, Springfield Athletic SC. They're currently 1-1 in this year's campaign, 3 points on the table, and in a 4-way team tie for second place in the division. FC Wichita coming off a tough loss last time out to Peoria City just a couple of days ago back on Friday. It was a 3-0 effort just about an hour north of here in Peoria. And it will be a uniform matchup tonight. FC Wichita rocking the brown and orange pinstripes. Or excuse me. FC Wichita rocking the brown and orange pinstripes. On the flip side, Springfield Athletic. And not far into play, we'll have our first foul of the contest. And Cody Roskins here with you. FC Wichita with possession here, far wing. Had a very solid first half last time out against Peoria City. Will be looking to get on the front foot here as Menzen on the move. Strong run on here. Top of the box again to Menzen. Menzen crosses to the top, and it sails up and through the uprights. And a missed opportunity there for Eduardo Santos, number 64 in white tonight for FC Wichita. On the flip side, Springfield Athletic will have their first crack here with possession. Checking there was Sandy for Springfield Athletic SC. Eskida. Again, we'll apologize in advance, having some technical difficulties today for our scoreboard and scorebug graphics. We will update you throughout the broadcast verbally, fairly frequently on time and score. As Menzen will set things up. Run down the starting 11 here for Springfield Athletic once this possession ends. That's Pereira, big, tall striker at the top of the formation. for FC Wichita. Gave Peoria a handful last Friday night. Opportunity on that far left wing. Flick forward to Eduardo Santos along that back line. Whistles blow across that back in line. Now sounds like a perfect time to meet the starting 11. For FC Wichita will be Neves, Travalto, Edward Rodriguez, Gustavo Diaz, Eduardo Santos round out the top of the formation. Leonardo Menzin, Lons Boyvenberg, Yushin Kira, Kao Teixeira, and Hideto Gondo will round out the back. It's a three-man back line tonight with Breno Zanoya in at goal. Hutchins has it for Springfield Athletic. Poor touch. Will go across the touchline. Throw in coming to Wichita. And appears we'll have a slight disagreement. Still not quite resolved from that far side of the field. Maybe debating who that last throw-in was off of. Wichita coming the other way. It's Cadete Gondo again. He's a big part of that back line for FC Wichita. Will make runs up to the midfield. Won't come up much in attack. Other way for Springfield. Vega Valera. Tough pressure on ball. He's onside if he can get there. First opportunity here for Springfield. And an offside flag will go up when it's all said and done. So no goal for Springfield Athletic to open things up here. Roughly 5 minutes into this contest, entering the 6th minute of action. You see a quick look of down Springfield Athletic player. We'll go ahead and run you down their starting lineup tonight. It'll be Jonathan Vasis, Yusuf Shalbusi, Haven Sutherland, Tristan Sandy, Stephen Brown, likes to go by Zane that I learned in the pregame, John Lee Benau, Gary Griffith III, Daryl Longden, Nico Vega Valera. Rounding things out. Ron Hutchinson, Justin Milanov. As Pereira, long ball forward now down the left wing. Can Eduardo Santos do something with it? He'll try to get back to that right foot and will. Fakes once, will load up that right foot again, and it sails in. FC Wichita with the 1-0 advantage here, just 5 minutes into the contest. So credited as a 6th minute goal to Eduardo Santos. So Springfield Athletic SC will try and respond fairly quick after surrendering a opening goal here in just the first 5 minutes of action. It was a nice run by FC Wichita. They're on the move again. Again, these are two teams kind of jockeying for position here early in the Heartland Division. Both these teams still settling into a rhythm. We talked to Zane Brown in the pregame, and he's very adamant, even though that they're very fortunate to open 5 of 7 to start the year at home, that they've got to take advantage of these opportunities because it's not going to get any easier when they have to go on the road later in the season. So we take a look at the current Heartland Division standings. We'll read you off those just after this possession. Good run through and a clear foul being charged to FC Wichita. This will set up Longden with an opportunity in a dangerous spot. So it'll be a free kick, could go for goal. Not a ton of wind to speak of tonight, and there's a fair wind block with those trees behind the away goal. So this will be Nico Vega Valera. He's a returning member from last year's squad. Fakes once. Vega Valera crosses into the box. Cleared away in possession to Wichita. Ball forward here. Good running opportunity. Rodriguez. No scoring chance when it's all said and done. It was quickly erased by Zane Brown. Again, we had the pleasure of talking to him in the pregame and hit on a lot of good points about what it's going to take for Springfield to come out not just with a win, but to start to string some of these together, coming off a first win of the campaign against the Dutch Lions out of Chicago. So it looks to be number 8 for Wichita. This will be again Menzen over there. 2 men over there now. FC Wichita really liked the middle portion of the box against Peoria City just 2 days ago. We'll see if they've changed any of that approach up here. Did not score on any of their set pieces 2 days ago. Play it short. A little right-footed cross. It is swept away nicely by Nico Vega Valera. Now can Pereira try and find some room to operate? Big Brazilian striker. There's a number of international prospects. Mexico, Brazil, Japan, all featured on this FC Wichita roster to this point in the season. Of course, not all the teams in the division have everybody that they will. It's a dangerous chance here, leaking through. Not quite the hardest run in the world that time from Griffith. Azanoya. Low liner over to Pereira. Big, strong run here from the strikers. Got a man in the middle if he wants it. Plays it behind to Menzen. Menzen with a wide open opportunity. Gets cut off. Play on, says the official. Hutchins trying to win the 50-50 ball in the air. Officials seen enough. Foul against FC Wichita. It was pleasant to learn when, this being my first Springfield Athletic SC event, the history behind the team itself, the logo, all that went into it, very community heavy in terms of the input that they had. We'll touch on more of that here later in the broadcast. Ball through the back line, taken away by Gondo. So he's one of 2 Japanese players on this FC Wichita roster. They've got a couple of community college, mid-major schools also represented. We touched already on Brazil and Mexico having some academy input here. On the flip side, though, for Springfield Athletic, a lot of local talent. You see some from UIS, as well as some other local area community college, as well as not so local. Florida, also a big state for this Springfield Athletic SC roster. Long ball forward. Aerial ball won by FC. See Wichita will now look to build from the back. Trying to find some room to operate. Pressure coming from Springfield. They've played a good opening few minutes here. Just not enough to steer clear of a 6th-minute goal. Physical play. Referee will indeed see it. This will be a foul against Springfield. Sporting the captain's band tonight will be Sandy. You see him there, somewhat in the middle of the field. That yellow wrap around his left bicep. Chance here for Menzen to maybe start something. And referees all over it, well offside. Coming back the other way. Looking for an option to go through here is Longden. Gondo trying out with a little bit of questions here for the midfield from Springfield Athletic. Again, we've mentioned how these center backs and left wing backs, right wing backs for Wichita won't be afraid to move forward if they see some space. So we enter the 24th minute of action. Referee sees it once more. Foul to FC Wichita. See a dangerous free kick. Played short. Athletic with a chance, and it sails just by the wayside.
Keep getting shots on goal. Keep getting shots.
Chance for the takeaway here for FC on their own end. We'll go back for a goal kick to Zanoya. Quick takeaway. Now coming back on the approach, here comes FC Wichita. It'll be an even 3-on-3. Pereira at the top of the formation, waiting for one, won't get there. Diaz, one more in, just left. It's on there. It's been added. Doesn't look like if I move this, there's some either.
That was sound just now.
Yeah, that was it.
From this side. From your mic. But I'm capturing it here in camera, so. What's going on? Are we having an injury?
Shout out to our sponsors, Champ Soccer Academy, The Y, and Mod Systems.
Theirs is yeah, they don't have sound on theirs either.
Who doesn't?
Just one that's live right now.
Kyle?
This is
I'm sorry.
no look like. So they just fixed it. I'm not even seeing ours on.
Oh, that's because we're on a different. We're on the second YouTube channel, and I don't know what it is. It might be SBS. Jesus Christ! I swear to God. Send me the link.
Let Nico drop.
Go Gary! Go Gary! Go Gary!
That's yours. That's yours. Well done.
Sonoya will start things back up. And Gondo unable to reach up to it. This be a deep throw-in coming for Springfield Athletic. Doing the job will be Longden. .29th minute here as that scoring opportunity goes awry for the Monarchs. Zanoya on a miscued header, nearly costing Springfield to go out of bounds next to Zane Brown. Again, when we last left, we're getting ready to go over just kind of the history of Springfield Athletic and the community input that it had. They essentially had say on the 4 stages of the logo, all the way down from the crest shape, the colors, the nickname itself, as well as partial of the naming, offsides called. Of course, names Springfield Athletic SC, standing for Springfield Athletic Sporting Club, comes from the idea of this establishment and side of sports trying to build youth participation and development in the Springfield and Central Illinois area. Opportunity running here for FC Wichita. Can he split 2? Got a shot. Santos appeared to be slammed hard. Referee says play on the ball, and so it'll be a corner upcoming. And it appears we'll have a downed FC player, and that may be Santos, and hopefully he's able to get up. Appears to get up and at least make an effort to walk off under his own power. Excuse me, that would be Neves. How Neves. 2 men far side for this corner kick. Referee just having a few more words for the physicality in the box. Played short, flicked towards the end line. Loading up a shot, and then on a rocket, it's scooped up. Corralled. Springfield survives that attacking opportunity. Appears, though, threw right into the back of the head of Pereira. Easy foul call against FC Wichita. Griffith goes tumbling to the artificial surface. Coming back the other way. Looking for an opportunity. Brown will play this one short. Taken in by Sandy. He touches consecutively from both sides, and a miscued pass. And substitutes. Maybe preparing to come on. That's what the referee signaled for, though there was nobody over by. Gondo's throw in. Play into the middle here. Again, just a lot of back and forth in the midfield, a lot of contested airspace. Pereira. He'll try and make one more advance on for a play, and he'll go across that back in line once more. This time not so fruitful for Wichita. It'll be a goal kick. Sandy. Play to that far right wing. It's been fruitful so far for Springfield Athletic. Said Brown will play back to Sutherland. Heavy touch, kept in nicely though. Monarchs with a bit of a chance here, moving forward. Referee playing the advantage. Flip to the far side. That's Griffith, the third that's down. You got that right leg all sorts of wrapped up on that contact. Now there's 2 players down, 1 for each side. And so trainers will come out. That's 2 that's down. That's Rodriguez for FC Wichita. And on the flip side, it's 15, Gary Griffith III. We're going to talk about Griffith III, played in Trinidad and Tobago's Pro League Ascension Tournament for Real Westford United in 2022. Also played in 13 matches, collecting 5 goals and 4 assists for the Trinidad and Tobago national team. As he took part in that match against the United States in 2021. He's joining this. He's just an 18-year-old. He's just a kid. See, it's on the near side here, just outside a camera shot. It was all love between both Rodriguez and Gary Griffith III. And now we're being told they have to wait to be subbed back in. And now they are good to come back on the pitch. As Katada tried to get it once more to Pereira. He's been a frequent target tonight for the midfielders and back line of FC Wichita. Again, Pereira, that big Brazilian striker, does a great job, sometimes as a center forward as well, just being the target man, able to distribute. Brownlee get the throw in. He scored the lone goal in Springfield Athletic SC's win over the Chicago Dutch Lions in their last contest, so they're looking to go for 6 consecutive points.
He's got like a microphone on or something. Is there someone announcing?
Not us.
Coming back the other way, Longden. Shot on the way, and it'll sail through the upright. So, again, scoring chance not quite there for FC Wichita, but they've shown great propensity to try and get forward on the approach. Ball flicked forward by Mendez. Pereira. Good effort by Al-Shabasi to clear it away across the back end line.
Are you talking about the PA system? Yeah, what are they talking about? Who?
He's like, this is not going.
Yeah, that's something you just said, but we're not connected to the PA system.
I know it's off over there too.
Okay.
Yes. So corner kick upcoming for FC Wichita. Last time they played it short to Menzin. See what they dial up here. Towards that back post, headed forward, nearly own goal. Cleared off the back line. No, it's not in. Referee signals for the good goal. It's now 2-0 FC Wichita. Excuse me, no, it's not. They're going to call that offensive foul when it's all said and done. So it was a free kick. Now this one ended a shot for Pereira, and scoring chances continue to pile up here for FC Wichita. So, again, still just 1-0. It was close to going in, but foul against FC Wichita took it off the board. Rodriguez again. Towards that back post. One-timer, that one will count! FC Wichita does indeed make it 2-0 before the end of the first half. Great shot there from Eduardo Santos. One-timer off the right foot. Now Springfield Athletic SC will need to regroup here before they get to the halftime horn. So we're roughly just outside the 40th minute of play. Excuse me, the 30th minute of play. Scoreboard counting down instead of up here at Sacred Heart Griffin High School. So Springfield will try and once again respond. Just north of 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. It's an FC Wichita advantage, 2-0. as the ready for play gets back underway. Middle to Milanovov. Oh, and tough play. Easy foul for the referee, and we'll have our first booking of the night. Yellow card given to the captain in Sandy. So Menzin taken down hard. That'll come in the 35th minute. No, it's not. Chip forward along that backside. Offside flag goes up. It's pretty clear and cut from our vantage point up here in the press box. Springfield really going to have to try and find some positive signs here. It looks like they will indeed bring out goalkeeper to take this free kick. Springfield Athletics still really hammering home to their fellow teammates that they want this to be a little more of an assertive effort here in the last 10 minutes or so. Again, they knew coming into this contest from talking to Zane Brown in the pregame that they're going to be a very physical team. They're going to have to match that here tonight if they want a chance at 3 points. Kitata will flip field well over to Diaz. Near misstep. Kitata will have to chase it down once more. No. Good one-touch passing here from Springfield. Ball forward. Opportunity here for Hutchins. Plays it short. Now Gondo. Try and rescue it out of his own end and does successfully. Now back to Diaz. Diaz listed as a midfielder tonight. Named in the starting 11 for the second straight match for Wichita. Now Pereira, big-footed forward. Now on the run is Rodriguez. Referee calls offsides. So Sandy will take it once more. Again, apologies for the audio troubles on stream, being told it's still being taken through the camera, so may yet have a chance to salvage it. But just about 7.5 minutes ago here in the first half, 2-0 to the good FC Wichita against Springfield Athletic SC. That one's too tall for Hutchins. Again, pressure coming forward now as Bonneau. Tough run on top. Will he be onside? Referee says yes. Menzin plays it in, opposite side, and he goes far post. It's 3 up now. FC Wichita. So Menzin joins the scoring party here in the 39th minute. Ball now played back to Al-Shawasi. Sandy will try and facilitate here again in that captain's role tonight. Mentioned Al-Shawasi there. He was one of those men that picked up a yellow card in the last game against the Dutch Lions, so he'll have to watch his physicality tonight. One more yellow card would see him off. Ken Langdon. And it will be referee's call for a corner kick. So a chance here before halftime to salvage some momentum for Springfield Athletic SC. A right-footed in-breaking ball here. Archer just towards mid-position of goal. Zenoya corralled it for just a moment, goes off the top of goal, so there'll be another corner kick. I think they're now trying to plead the case that it hit the crossbar first. From our vantage point, that did not look to be the case. Springfield play this one short. Cross once more, spat on, and Menzen body blocking there, and we'll set up another Springfield corner. So Hutchins, try it once more. This one's same spot towards that back post. Header chance on it for Sandy. They'll say possession back to FC Wichita. Not a bad looking opportunity there towards that far post. And it appears that Zenoya may be just a little bit shaken up on the play. He was one of the 3 members on the field to go down. Rodriguez. Play it back to Katada. All run. Chipped over the top. Weighted ball. Nobody home. But a team press coming here. It is leading to a dispossess here. Pereira trying to get back to that right foot. Puts it on. It's shot straight up in the air. Springfield Athletic dodges one more bullet. It's taken away by Gondo. Tries to draw the foul. Didn't look to be much there. For 2.5 minutes left before halftime. Can Springfield Athletic get one more chance? And through the side, Katada goes down. Again, he's one of those backline midfielder combo players for FC Wichita. Tried to make a long stride forward. Foul against the Monarchs. Here you can see that Angondo got tangled up that time with Griffith. So he's just taking a moment. Like James Bond's martini, shaken but not stirred. And he'll try and walk it off under his own power. So set up the free kick for FC Wichita. Just 90 seconds left here in the first half. 3-0 in favor of FC Wichita. Now Pereira just slightly overcooks that pass. Katada all the way back now to Zenoya. Gondo, man, he was just needing a quick moment on the turf, is the recipient over to Diaz. They may be trying to see out these final few moments here in stoppage time. Pereira taking his time. Far left wing. FC Wichita really just camping on possession here. Slick run of play here, nearly got the nice looking back heel over to Rodriguez. Diaz once more. Through ball trying to find opportunity. Pereira run off his mark. Gary Griffith III. Maybe the last chance here before the halftime whistle. A couple of step overs. Back to Sandy. Sandy loads up. Couldn't tell if that was quite a pass, but in the end, it looked like Beno may have been offsides. So one more run here for FC Wichita. A bit of boom ball. Pereira has dropped all the way back now and try and salvage possession. It's being two-man mark. Zane Brown now on the pressure. And on pressure, Springfield nearly forcing the takeaway. Now to the near side to Gondo. Gondo now to Diaz. Does FC Wichita have a fourth in him in this first half? Tough tackle. Possession back to FC Wichita on the ensuing free kick. It's like Menzin be the man over ball with Eduardo Santos, number 64. Not a kit number you see too often used. We'll admit makes him a little easier to pick out. Menzin, right-footed. Looked back and a man is down for Springfield Athletic. And a decent amount of pains from the looks of it, so hopefully everything is okay. So FC Wichita will head to their respective side. I believe I heard the 3 tweets for halftime. School, home to tonight's USL 2 matchup out of the Heartland Division, featuring FC Wichita and Springfield Athletic SC. Again, apologizing for the on-air portion of this. So we have some audio difficulties tonight and some score bug. But working our way through it. Thanks for sticking with us. Hoping you're enjoying what you're seeing for whatever side you're rooting for. If you're a Wichita fan, got a lot to smile about. Just 3 goals in that first half set you up 3-0 as we head into the second frame of 45 minutes. As the teams have flipped sides. And this is a Springfield Athletic team that has not been shut out yet this season through 2 games. They scored 1, and that was all they needed over the Chicago Dutch Lions earlier this year, and scored 2 in the season opener against Chicago City SC. Pereira looks ready to go. Officials just getting to their last-minute spots. And we are back underway from Sacred Heart Griffin High School. Tough touch going to Springfield Athletic. Run down and shot out of bounds across that near-sided touchline. Again, we did see Sutherland when we last left you, heading into halftime, was able to get up, walk it off a little bit. As a hard foul here again in the opening few minutes, looked like a jersey tug. Zane Brown is beside himself, pleading his case. And they believe that they should own a corner here. And it looks to be that they have one set argument. Oh, instead, no. Apologies. The dark green field put a little bit tricky. This will be a penalty kick now coming up for Hutchins. So Zanoya will have to try and find a way to steer this clear and preserve the clean sheet. So it could all start here for Springfield Athletic. Takes the approach, and it's in and true. Springfield Athletic on the board by the way of Hutchins. Able to take the penalties. He'll sprint it back to the center circle just 2 minutes into the second half. Big run down that far wing. Possession back to FC Wichita. Making that huge advance was Neves. Got a little banged up earlier in that first half. Was able to walk it off. Springfield Athletic, though, they knew they'd have to be physical in this one and thought they may have gotten a chance at a quick takeaway. Sandy again in that captain's role tonight, beside himself with that call. Really trying to find a way to swing the momentum. If there's any doubt that Springfield Athletic would come out and back down, that was quickly put to the wayside after these first few minutes. A lot of physical play, and including that penalty goal. Coming back the other way. The Monarchs trying to mount a 3-goal comeback. Here's Hutchins, the man who just scored. Inside the box, near handball. Menzen will have to go against Sandy. Battle along that far touchline still in play. And foul going against FC Wichita. Al-Shabasi. Quick play in over to Langdar. Now motoring the other way. Sandy maybe trying to lay on the foul to stop the momentum. Official calling an immediate stop and the foul following. Rodriguez. A bit of a team press coming now from FC Wichita. Men's in a little bit of trouble here. Now 3 men all near. Taken away swiftly. Shabazz has done a good job of anchoring down that far side. Sandy trying to play forward. Nobody home, imploring for one of his teammates to move forward, and he'll get the bailout foul. Now here comes Brown. Brown will go right by Santos. Coming back the other way, Hutchins. Hutchins, good run. However, he's dispossessed. Here comes Pereira. Back to Menzin. Menzin. Neosho County Community College product. He'll be a standing junior there. Played in and started in 15 games in 2022. Collected 4 goals, 7 assists. Hometown of Cidade, Brazil. We said a lot of Brazilian talent, international talent. That fact for FC Wichita. Pereira, one of those we've mentioned at nauseum tonight. Not a whole lot of pressure being brought on by FC Wichita. They kind of know if they just see out these next 38 minutes and change, they will find their first points of the season and will create a 5-team tie for second place in the Heartland Division. Azanoya, a little bit of pressure on here. Gondo on that far side working. Trying to find the open avenue. Nothing there yet. Road closed signs dotting the back end for FC Wichita. Eduardo Santos will be the recipient with a lot of space in front of him. Coming back the other way. Sutherland, he was the man that was banged up just before halftime. Seems to have found his rhythm here to begin the second half. Bovenberg. I haven't mentioned his name much tonight. He's from Mount St. Mary's, played in 2022 as a graduate student, so his time at the collegiate level is done. Played in 8 games, all starting 6, and collected a solo goal and assist, and previously attended Leiden University and Theesium University over in the Netherlands, and was a U17 and U19 champ as well, so number of accolades for him. Gondo makes a large run forward, now up to Pereira. Pereira's onside. Possibly some contact in the box coming, but fair play by Springfield Athletic to play on with no foul. They'll say possession back to Springfield. Nico Vegavara. Valera gets it to this near side. Zane Brown tried to ask a question. Solid answer, though, coming from Eduardo Santos. Kitada. He's from Yokohama, Japan. Spent time at Sano University and Friends University. 2 matches ago, recorded a yellow card against the Des Moines Menace. Des Moines with an early grip on this Heartland division. As FC Wichita tries to find a fourth. Officials say play on, and after a little bit of consideration, they will indeed give the penalty. Late foul call coming in, and it could set back Springfield by 3 goals once more. Trying to plead his case, saying, how can you call that? I was being tugged. Langdon just not thrilled with the result there. He thought it was fair physical play, and for a moment looked like they would play on. And now we have a yellow card coming. And so we have our second carding of the night. It looks to be credited to 7, Zane Brown. So not an ideal spot as Pereira will try and set FC Wichita back up to their 3-goal advantage they held heading into the second half. It's on the way, and it will go opposite post. Solid strike and true. Make the score 4-1 in favor of FC Wichita. So after being shut out against Peoria City 2 days ago, FC Wichita has found their offensive rhythm and has tacked on 4 here against Springfield Athletic SC. So this is a similar feel to the Springfield Athletic season open. They did not go down without a punch in that one. They were able to score 2 after falling to Chicago City 4-2 in the season opener. Followed that up with a second match win against Chicago Dutch Lions. Get some 3 points in the table. So depending on other league action tonight, which we'll run down for you here, Chicago City SC taking on the Des Moines Menace. And Des Moines is on an absolute tear to start the season. They've got 4 matches in, 4 wins, so 12 points in the table. 25% of the way through their season, and they haven't seemed to find much resistance out of anybody in the Heartland. He played 2 matches against this FC Wichita side, so that's the good sign for FC Wichita. If you're a supporter from them, they have gotten the toughest opponent out of the way already. They'll go the rest of the way with the other 6 teams in the division. On the other side, for Springfield Athletic SC, they'll have St. Charles, one of the new expansions teams and newcomers here in 2023. Chance here, though, for Athletic. Trying to find a way to turn for goal. Miscued and heading back the other way comes Wichita. Big run coming forward. Menzin to Pereira. Back to Menzin. He's onside. No, offside flag comes up. Will not count. Menzin by maybe a step and a half, official saw it. Roughly 31 minutes, call it here, left in the contest. Trying to find a back heel flick. There was nobody home. Hutchins was the nearest option for Brown. Now Diaz. Play it forward. Santos will be labeled offside. We've mentioned Diaz a number of times tonight, getting his second straight start. Also mentioned Hutchins as well, a number of times. He scored a goal earlier in the contest via penalty in the first 2 minutes and change of this second half, but we didn't even really a chance to run down what he was all about. He's originally from England, hailing from across the pond, played for Hampton and Richmond FC along with Tring Athletic over in Europe. Now Sutherland. Taken away by Santos. Eduardo looking for an option. A big run forward, play to the far side to Gondo, and it was just a heel behind him. Otherwise, it would have been bodies forward and held breaths for everybody from Springfield. Tada. Play it over to Santos. Again, Santos might have to be the unsung hero tonight for FC Wichita. He's done a little bit of everything. He's dropped along that back line in defense. He's moved up on the attack. Bodies forward. 2-on-1 now for Menzin. Has Arndt to the right. Dekes it back. Arndt shot away. It's cleared off the back line. Still a chance. Pereira. Try and go low, spins back to the inside. Brown being very physical and holding his ground. Well done by number 7 and Orange and Brown. Possession back to Springfield. A lot of credit has to be given though to Sutherland as he goes down again. Hopefully he's okay. He did a marvelous job to clear that off the goal line. Again, that is Sutherland. We'll get a chance to run down his biography heading into the night from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Played 5 seasons. He's a 28-year-old, played in the ABFA Premier League as well as along the National Club Championship. Also participated in the CONCACAF Nations League, the Gold Cup, and also took part in some of the World Cup qualifiers. Young man trying to make his mark here in the USL too and move up the football pyramid, so to speak, as each side will go back to their respective bench, or at least Springfield will. Athletic training staff having a busy night tonight. I want to thank them for their effort tonight, assisting both teams. We've seen a number of players go down with a little bit of nicks. It's just south of 28 minutes here, so this time will be tacked back on, of course, in stoppage time, but Sutherland's night may be done. He's been a warrior tonight, just continuing to gut through some performance. Trying to put some tape out there and applaud that man for everything he's given Springfield tonight. He's been a big factor along that back line. Looks to be walking off under his own power with just an arm around the back from the athletic training staff. So we'll wait to see if he will return to the match or if we will have a substitute come on. Springfield does have a number of options if they want to go to along that route. They have a Dua and Mavone. They also have Rodriguez, Santafils, Miri, and also Joshua Jones. A couple of 18-year-olds in reserve tonight, should they be needed. So after taking a bit of a trot back to the sideline, appears Springfield's ready to go once more. As the clock was stopped with 27:55 on the board. Again, Cody Roskins here with you tonight from Sacred Heart Griffin. I'll get it out sooner or later. Here in Springfield, Illinois, working through some graphical and audio issues tonight. And on the live stream, this won't be caught in real time, but on the recorded rendition, be able to hopefully hear us loud and clear. It's been a fun one tonight. 4-1 the score stands as FC Wichita will become the 5th team to notch a the 6th team to notch a win here in the Heartland Division, but the 5th that will be tied with points for second place. Chicago Dutch Lions, the only team to not have a win. Should the scoreline hold, as Pereira tried to take a one-timer and was crushed. I'll say corner kick as Pereira, hopefully he's okay. He's been a big factor tonight. And running it down, it was Eduardo Santos in the 6th minute with a goal. Menzen scored in the 39th, goal in between there. In the 35th minute, there was a yellow card issued to Sandy, the captain tonight for Springfield Athletic SC. Getting the ready for play once more. This will again be a far-sided corner. It's been Menzen to take the bulk of him. He'll take another one. Inside, easy save that time. Fairly routine for the Monarchs. Haven't had a chance to mention the man in goal tonight for Springfield too many times. Tough run over the ball. Play on, says the referee. So we'll have another foul called. As hopefully this is not V. As it appears the referee's had just about enough of the extracurriculars between the whistles. As Viachis will be in at goal tonight for Springfield Athletic. Goalkeeper from Nassau Community College. The junior started in 13 games for the Lions and also spent time in the field recording a goal and assist. Surrendered 10 goals in just 23 career starts. He's seen 4 go through tonight. One on a penalty. Now Eduardo Santos looks back for Diaz. Says, hey, just heads up, we're going to be hit on a swivel tonight. Got a lot of creative play tonight, much more so than what at least I saw from them against Peoria City in that 3-0 defeat. And we touched on just how tough of a schedule that FC Wichita has had to this point in the season. They had to go to the Des Moines Menace and then hosted Des Moines Menace a week later, so they got the #1 team in the division, back-to-back games. And they lost 3-0 and 1-3 before dropping 3-0 to Peoria City. After tonight, they'll be hosting for 3 consecutive games against the Chicago Dutch Lions, Peoria City, and St. Charles. On the flip side for Springfield Athletic, they're in the midst of playing 5 of 7 at home. They will have one more before hitting their second road contest, as they'll host St. Charles on the 4th and then head to Des Moines to take the Menace on the 10th of next month, followed by a back-to-back with the Des Moines Menace here in Springfield on the 14th. Bodies rotating in here as Zamora enters towards the top of the formation for FC Wichita. That young man's from Friends University. Played and started in 17 games in 21-22. Recorded 16 goals and 5 assists in his time in college. So we're under 25 minutes left to play. Again, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Cody Roskins coming to you from Sacred Heart Griffin High School as this USL 2 match trying to keep the pace of play going, but a lot of stoppages here in the second half. A lot of fouls. The physical play is kept up from the first half. Trying to get my USL W, USL 2 up. Spending too much time in Aurora doing games for the Chicago Dutch Lions. Give a quick shout out to anybody from CDL who's watching tonight. Standing over the ball will be Nico Vega Valera. 2022, he played for Springfield Athletic SC, so he's a returning member. Saw action in 9 games. Also played in the UPSL. Run over the ball. Sandy will end up taking it. It'll sneak through, and it is in. Springfield Athletic trims it back to 2. Beautifully taken free kick, and Sandy scratches one back. And you can hear the hollering from the bench. Hey, win the next 5 minutes, and you may see yourselves trailing by only 1. FC Wichita, in their highest scoring performance of the year, trying to hold on to what would be their first 3 points. 22:39 to go here from Springfield, Illinois. It's beautifully taken by Sandy. See the pep in the step here for Springfield Athletic, really trying to find that momentum forward. They've done a good job of just doing enough to stay in the game tonight. Foul call. It's been fairly ticky-tack at times tonight. Other times it's been fairly obvious, and players in the field maybe wanting to play on there. They could have had the advantage. So a free kick coming up for FC Wichita. Beautiful, long, advancing ball over the top to Arndt. Zamora was in the vicinity to try and recover the header. A foul going against Springfield may set up a dangerous chance for Wichita. Again, we're at the 21-23 mark here in the second half, and that clock would be counting down here on the scoreboard. A little bit different than some other spots. Well, instead they'll start at 0 and run it to the 45, but the clock is running down. So again, just north of 20 minutes to play here in regulation before stoppage time. Official once again stopping play. Well, maybe wanting the player just a quick reset so he can get into his position. Runs over it. Menzin chipped forward. Still around inside the danger area. Zamora tries to run it down, and we'll go back to Springfield.
Get in the space and give him an option.
Big run forward here. Instead, turning around, Zamora going one-on-one now. Milovanov out of play. Eduardo Santos looking to go quickly here for Wichita. Santos played his. Boyvenberg. Again, he's from Mount St. Mary's. It's done a lot in the last 2 days for FC Wichita. Did not get much of a break after their game against Peoria City. Possession still to Springfield. You can feel the change of energy in this second half. They're trying to make a strong run forward here. A goal here would change the landscape of this game. Dangerous throw in. That's Teixeira, one of the few times we've called his name tonight. He's from Rondópolis, Brazil. Attended high school at Escola Estudal Major Artivio in Pitigaluga. And yes, you heard that correct. Granted to say that is in Brazil. Recorded a yellow card 2 matches ago. So he was able to escape that match against Peoria City without much recoil and recourse. Beautiful stab forward by Viachis. And a very fair challenge in the air. 50-50 ball, nearly won by Springfield. A little bit of boom ball going back and forth between the goalkeepers. And it will proceed to continue. Trying to make a long run forward here is Hutchins. Hutchins may have extended with the forearm. Derrick Henry, maybe a little forearm shiver action. And it's now going back to FC Wichita. So the official having some emphatic words from somebody on that near side. Feel bad for whoever it was. It was definitely not supposed to be discreet, but coming on the other end, chance for Athletic. Referee saying play on. A near chance for Springfield to really make some noise. We're under 18 minutes to go, and that could have been a pivotal moment. Highlight that timestamp in red. We said it's been a very physical contest tonight. These two teams, obviously no love lost. Foul going to Springfield, so FC Wichita with one more opportunity, not inside the box, so no penalty coming, but will essentially be a mock corner off the free kick. Have to imagine Menzen would be the magic man to take this one. He's taking just about every set piece tonight for FC Wichita. He's had a couple of good ones. Nearly scored off a corner earlier in the contest. And Katada had a fair chance at it, but it will go over goal. So 16:39 left to go in this contest, and it's 4-2. Springfield gets a favorable foul. Big run forward coming from Hutchins. Maybe getting twisted around a little was Kidda. Kidda will just put a skyrocket towards midfield. Instead, Milovanov will run it back, and Gondo has it for FC Wichita. Eduardo Santos said his name a ton tonight. He's from Eastern Oklahoma Community College. Recorded 1 goal, 2 assists, hometown of Penabe, Brazil. That's a chance for Zamora on the backside. Sandy does a good job of winning the header. You can hear the bench for Springfield Athletic clamoring for bodies to push forward. Zamora now dropping down. Here's a chance. Play back inside. Doing a good job maintaining possession here. Trying to find that first pass to result in something of chance. Instead, it'll be a throw-in. Be delegated over to Brown. Trying to stay fair with it. Hutchins along that near side corner. Shielded and across the end line. Time continuing to trickle away here. Springfield wants to try and make a push here. 14:34 left in regulation before stoppage time is added back on. Again, we'll have a hard time hearing just how much stoppage time is left because the table where they'll report to will be on the other side of the field. So we'll just be notified when time is up in regulation. Throw in for Athletic. Hutchins, he's just been the target man in the second half. They must like the mismatch that they have in him. A deep throw in coming. Langdon will be the one to take it. Represents the Dominican national team internationally. Spent time with FC Tucson in 2020. He's going to look for a little bit of magic here on this long throw in. High archer. It's still free in the box. Keeper's down. And keeper interference will be the call going back to FC Wichita as Anoya is down. So 13:21 to go. And another great chance for Springfield Athletic. They aren't trailing due to lack of chances. They've been creative at times in the attacking third, and Eduardo Santos and Zane Brown now having a little bit of chit-chat on the near side towards us here. Those two have been the go-to players tonight. A lot of talent standing in about that 3 yards of square surface here at Sacred Heart Griffin High School. As Anoya gets up. Those two have had some battles tonight. A lot of respect. You can see both of those sharing their regards on the matter. Zanoya is able to get a full 60 seconds off the clock.
Hey, quiet! Quiet!
Official telling Kitata now to be quiet. And now
Shut up!
it's becoming a little bit more than just chit-chat. And there's some real discourse going on the playing surface between the official, both sides, and now some spectators. Playing forward. Official having some more stoppage of play. No signal yet on what the official call is, just whistle blowing. And they'll have the drop ball, I guess will be the official word. Hutchins, team press now coming. Maybe a little fire under them, feeling maybe they have been wronged in the last couple of minutes. Not getting that, having that keeper interference call against them. That shot wasn't in anyway, but it was fairly close. It was a similar play to what Sutherland for Springfield Athletic did earlier in the second half, clearing it off the goal line. The Monarchs, though, they've shown a lot of fight tonight in a blatant foul coming from Zamora. It'll be interesting to see if this gets a booking, and now another one. Officials may need to put back in some order in this contest. This has gone completely against what we saw in the first half, which was fairly free-flowing, albeit physical at that. Springfield faithful really trying to find that igniter. Good run through the middle here. Just north of the box, Zane Brown. Zane Brown looked to maybe have come over for the throw-in. Brown looking for an open body, having trouble locating one. Hutchinson goes down. Brown trying to, like a bull in a china shop, trying to win possession back in an easy foul call. So both these teams just going blow for blow right now. And while at times this physical play has favored FC Wichita, right now it's somewhat even ever since that last goal from the Monarchs. And now a foul on the far side. Official, well, he's starting to call everything close here, maybe trying to discourage the amount of extracurricular physicality he's seeing. Be a free kick for FC Wichita. We're south of 10 minutes left. Time continuing to tick away, south of 9 minutes. Gets the ready for play whistle. FC Wichita, good to go. Looking for Diaz over the top. Flicked forward, coming in close. It was a big run along that far wing, and now Eduardo Santos. One of the few times in the last 10 minutes we'll have the ball deep inside Springfield's territory. Zane Brown does a good job of getting free of it. Zamora, and foul against Zamora. We'll give it right back to Springfield.
Nico!
Ball over the top, Zamora. Is he onside? He is. Trying to go forward. And we may have a booking here. Was that a fair play for ball? Sandy has already got one today. Can't afford another. He'll be out for their next match. So we'll just say it's a routine free kick. Springfield Athletics seems to be setting up the 4-man wall. Called that about the 5-yard line in the football field dimensions. It'll be Diaz and Eduardo Santos over ball. Now Diaz will be the lone man over. Will he go for goal? Golfs this one, and it's easily corralled by Viachis. 50-50 ball in the air, steered towards Springfield. Hutchins, been a solid performer tonight. He finds the open man, and Vega Valera going back to FC Wichita. Referee says play on. Trying to find the opening. Nobody there. Now back to Zane Brown. Fancy footwork by him. Back to Hutchins. Hutchins played forward. Nice interplay here. Sets up that right-footed cross. It's a low liner. Brown will be the first to it. He'll get to his right foot. Trying to post up. Hutchins, can he get one off? The answer's no. Sandy with the turnover. It's going to Arndt. Arndt with that big body. Like a locomotive steering down the tracks. And he turns it away. Fort Hays State product. Number 7 in white. Haven't had a chance to call his name too much tonight. Al-Shabasi. And foul to FC Wichita. Will we have a booking? We will. It will be a yellow card to Zamora. So here in the 85th minute, we have a yellow card to Zamora, and that will be impactful for their next contest. He's an important sub for them. And they'll have to go take on the Chicago Dutch Lions, the only team in this division yet without a victory. They've only played one match, however. Finally getting ready for play. Can Springfield draw one closer? Towards the back post, just a little tall for Hutchins. Less than 5 minutes to go here in regulation. Team press being clamored for. Run is onside here for Arndt. Gets sandwiched. Possession back to Springfield and the Monarchs. One flick back. We have another booking. We will. So a yellow card here in the 87th minute to Arndt.
Yeah, be ready.
Time winding down here. Couldn't be more than 6 or so minutes. If you tack on the stoppage time, there's 3:13 to go. Now to Hutchins. Trying to find that first open opportunity. Good chance here down the left wing. Speared off the football uprights and frustrated with himself. And perhaps rightly so along that far. So I'll get that jersey number as soon as we can. But It's a great opportunity, though, for Springfield Athletic to maybe scratch one more and really put the pressure on in these final few moments. 50-50 ball in the midfield, taken up by Springfield. Monarchs trying their hardest to get this team pressed in a good spot. Zamora with it. Play to the far side. Big run here, though, for FC Wichita. Going one-on-one, trying to find space. Officials say play on.
Play! Inside!
You have Zane Brown, man marked now in the middle, is able to get past one. Foul called as Brown goes down, and Diaz thinks maybe he skated by cleanly. Quickly going here. Sandy to Hutchins. Just a little overran, takes a poor bounce, and we'll go all the way to Zanoya. Not a ton of time left here for either side. Again, and presuming that this scoreline would hold, it will be a 3-point event for FC Wichita. It's just a pointless foul. His bodies just continue to go flying around the surface here at Sacred Heart Griffin High School. Again, thanks you for tuning in tonight. I'm Cody Roskins. We're battling some graphical as well as some audio technical difficulties on the live stream. And appreciate you, though, hanging with us for those that have. Sandy will be the first to it for Athletic. And possession back to FC Wichita as we're south of a minute to go here in regulation. And we'll go back across the touch line as we're now into stoppage time, according to the scoreboard. Zane Brown, targeted man, and possession back, and he is hobbled. He has been another one of those terrific players tonight for Springfield Athletic SC. He's been a warrior. We got the pleasure of talking to him in the pregame about what it would take to win this game. He said physicality as well as good communication. They knew a clean sheet tonight would probably see them through with the way their offense had been clicking. Said it was a 3-goal first half for FC Wichita that really will be the driving force behind a victory tonight. And foul in Springfield Athletic as there's still a down to Wichita player, and it's Zamora. Referee will not bring the athletic training crew out. Perhaps just see out the stoppage time. So the Wichita free kick. Not a whole lot doing. And we're anticipating it's a few minutes that we're added on for stoppage time. We've been in for a little bit now. Chance here, though, for Wichita. Zamora had it ripped away from him. No bubble gum on the cleat. Now back the other way. Tough play. Referee all on top of it. That's about all we'll say about that. And again, just moments left here. A free kick coming. And Zamora won't make a run at it. He's really hurting Number 20 in white for FC Wichita. Not a whole lot of movement when he does try to make a run. He's got a favorably sized limp in his step. Won't even try and jump at the 50-50 aerial. And that will be the full-time whistle. So after the complete time in this one, Springfield Athletic surrenders 3 points to the visiting FC Wichita, which sets up an interesting 9 games to go here in the USL 2 season in the Heartland Division. A 5-team tie for second is where this will leave us, depending on the result between Chicago City and the Des Moines Menace, but all intentions and indications are that that will be a Des Moines Menace victory. They're 4 for 4 in their matches so far this year. I want to thank you once again for tuning in tonight and everybody that was a part of this broadcast and making this product possible. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on USL 2 Soccer.